Let's talk about some of the pick-me moves according to the internet and see if we agree with them. You ready for this one?
Yeah.
And again, this is in good fun. We've all been guilty of these. We are not above this. One-upping.
Oh, so annoying.
That's so someone's sharing a story and you go, oh, one time. And sometimes it's not malicious.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, you know the person is trying to one-up you.
Okay, can I say I may be guilty of this, but and I hope it's not a one-up, but I do love in conversation to like hear something that someone's saying and I'm like, oh my gosh, me
You're
too.
relating to it.
It's a relating thing. I don't think it's a one. I mean, it's not like, oh, we went to the store and I was like, I went to Fiji. Like it's not like that level.
Yes.
But like I'm trying to think, like if you're like, yeah, I'm drinking a green drink, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I love green. I love
That's
Wicked.
your next
and Alphaba.
move?
Or like, I don't know. But you just try to like weave conversation in and relate to the person.
I think a general curiosity is the best move you can do in conversation versus, ooh, what's something I can do to steer away the conversation back to me? That's, I think, a good sort of rule of thumb.
Yeah, that's good.
Another
I appreciate
one?
That. Yeah.
Name dropping.
Hate it.
This one personally bothers me.
This one grinds my beans.
Maybe because I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone like famous enough to name drop other than you. No offense. Sorry.
No, and you know who does, the most annoying ones. Are you ready? Well, Enneagram talk.
Okay.
Enneagram 3 males that are unhealthy. This is what they do, and it drives
So, and if you wanted an explainer
nuts.
of an Enneagram 3 male, they want to win and they want to look good doing it. They want you to know
that
they
they're
are winning.
important. And so they will let you know all the names of
will name
all
drop.
the people. It is just, and I think
Have
it's
you
a
ever been
universal-
guilty of this that you remember? You're like, oh, I mentioned this name and it came across this way.
I hold on to the names so tightly in my life that I will not.
Wow.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
Easiest way to
I don't
avoid
like
this?
people that
Just
like
don't
famous
know
people.
anyone
It's
famous.
It's just like, I don't like it.
Yeah. Do you ever name drop Dave?
I did twice in my life.
Did it work? Did it get you what you wanted?
Yes, it did.
That's not helping anything.
One of them was my econ class, my econ 101 with Ken Baker at UT. I was failing.
And you were like, my
Because
dad.
I didn't go to class and I had a D, and it was one of those classes at UT. It was a massive lecture hall, massive. So like if they don't take roll. I mean, it's one of those like
You're an adult.
And your grade was literally the midterm and the final. Like it was one of those like, but then all of his old exams were at the sorority dorm. So there's these file cabinets that you could study the old exams and be fine. Not true. The midterm, I failed. I think I got like a 60-something, and I was like, oh no. And so then he had office hours you could go to, and I was like, I have to find a way in to Ken Baker's heart. I'll never forget him. Ken Baker, Professor Ken Baker.
Is he still out there?
I don't know.
Still teaching?
That was 20 years ago. And yeah, and I totally in the session with like other students, I figured out a way to drop Dave's name. And he was like, wait, what? And I was like, wait, what? Oh yeah. I know, it was terrible, y'all. And then
Your grade suddenly went up? No.
I got a B. I took a final, so I did better on my final. But also then apparently the study sessions, he like gave people extra credit. So I don't know if it was because of Dave.
Extra credit.
But I don't know. I don't know if the University of Tennessee would appreciate me telling that story.
It's fine.
But it was
Statute
true.
of limitations, I think, is
It was,
passed on that.
yeah, it was true. So yeah, I did. I dropped his name then, and then there was one other time, and I can't remember. Wow. But I've never done it for like a police officer or anything like that. Not that I've had many encounters with police officers.
That felt way too specific to just be an
I
example.
was thinking like a speeding ticket or something.
I've never done it while getting pulled over on I-65.
I did do it one other time. So I've done it twice in my life. Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
It worked out.
I'll be honest. How about you?
Again, if you looked at my phone Rolodex, you'd be very unimpressed. You'd be
Yeah.
like, I don't know any of these people. You should
Sure.
know cooler people. The coolest people I know are in this room.
Oh.
Mostly Kelly, our producer. But no, I try to avoid name dropping at all costs.
Yeah, boo.
What's next? What's another one?
Bragging about kids.
Oh.
So respectfully, no one cares that John Williams Fitzpatrick V is crawling at 4 months. Yeah.
We're experiencing this now because our daughter Mia is not walking yet, and she's
Yeah.
about 15 months.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of, even for my own family, accidentally, they'll just be like, well, Jimmy was walking when he was only 9 months.
Yes, the comparison.
It's like, what are we doing here?
Oh, yeah, 100%.
She'll be walking the rest of her life. She'll be fine.
Yeah, she'll be good. The funniest, though, is parents that, and I probably have done, I mean, I feel like every parent's probably guilty at some level of this, so I'm sorry to anyone that may have heard that. But you do talk to parents, and when their kid is so specialized or so smart that they can't be in that sports league or that school anymore because they're just so smart.
They're too advanced.
They're so advanced that like we just can't. And you're like, they're 5. I don't know how you really. So that's the stage of life we're in. Now, when they're in high school and they're legitimately like, who knows what, like there's legitimate ages of like, no, that is like legitimate.
My rule is if you're still wet in the bed, you don't get to brag on your kid.
Yeah.
You're not there yet.
Yeah, I know.
But
so
Amelia had a piano recital, and you were bragging about her.
She did great. Yeah, but I was not like,
no.
She
Truthfully,
is a
I was
prodigy.
very inquisitive.
I
was like, how did she do?
Yeah, she just did a little recital. Nothing like out of the ordinary, but I was proud of her.
But she is a prodigy.
But if I was like, y'all should listen to this.
She's a young Mozart.
It is literally the best. That like it's unbelievable. No,
another one.
You're doing great.
This one personally bothers me. I don't know if it's Southern guys do this, but sunglasses inside.
Oh, and it's always like, what's the sunglasses that have the O on them?
Oakley?
Yeah, it's always like an Oakley guy.
Yeah, that describes
And you're
them
like,
well.
you don't need or the big ones that the baseball players wear now.
I haven't seen
Have
those.
you seen those? Yeah, and
I don't know enough baseball players,
Yeah,
I
and
guess.
you're just like, you don't need to wear
I
sunglasses.
could see Winston Cruz accidentally keeping his sunglasses on. He wears them. Is he wear them on his head, or is he like a croaky guy?
He's a croaky guy. He's still in
That's
Knoxville.
the most. When I showed up to
you
the
can take
South,
the man out of Knoxville. You can't take the Knoxville out of the man.
I moved south from Boston, and I was like,
but
what
the
are these men
croaky is a
doing?
very, 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 very. It's like a wire almost.
Yeah, and Winston does make it look cool. I'll give him that.
Yeah.
Here's another one: ordering in another language to sound cultured. You know, you went on that one little trip in college, and now you feel like you need to really exert the quesadilla.
Can I tell you a Sharon story? We were in Peru when we were like, gosh, when was that? That would have been like in high school, like on a mission trip. And Mom said aloha to one of the children.
Oh, wow.
True story. Yeah.
Was it like in a Southern accent?
Probably, yeah.
That makes it even better.
And then lastly, stuck in the glory days.
Oh, these people bother me.
Do you hear it a lot? Do you hear this a lot? I don't hear it as much anymore of like people
Well, like back in college, like, yeah, I almost went pro, but, you know, I got an injury. And I was like, did you though?
Did you?
Did you almost go pro? But no, honestly, I don't think I had glory days, so that helps. Like, I can't be stuck in my glory days that never happened.
That's right.
You know, I will do that with skateboarding because I'm very proud of my skateboard heritage, and I was decently good at a very specific skill set in skateboarding. So sometimes I'll be like, hey, do you want to see my skate video? I did this, you know what?
You showed people a skate video?
I ran into a kid skateboarding the other day. I ran into this kid skateboarding, and he landed this trick, Rachel. It was incredible. It was 4 stairs, and he did something called a hard flip, and it was first try. He landed it so smoothly. And I had to go up to him, and I went, hey, man, like, I just saw you from over there. That was incredible. And I saw he was filming on his phone. I said, do you mind if I watch that with you? So we watched the footage, and I said, I used to skate. And so then I pulled up my phone, and we watched my entire skate part. It's 4.5 minutes. I made this teenager watch 15-year-old George watch me.
George!
And halfway through, I went, I shouldn't have done this. What am I doing? So I'm so guilty of this.